put on my playlist.
Every time you...
Can you imagine if you had to put this in your ear pods and then you're walking down the street? This is what you did to do it. Everybody should do it. Walk down the street like this.
Every time I...
Can everybody hear us okay? Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, just making sure you guys can hear us okay.
Perfect. So I'm going to stop the music now. There we go. Good evening, everybody.
Hello and happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night with Jean-Luc and Nick, and you know where we are on Thursdays. We're in the kitchen. We're in the chicken. I mean the kitchen, not the chicken. We're having turkey, not even chicken.
Yeah, we're having turkey. So tonight, Jean-Luc is going to be making us some fiery noodle stir-fry.
But with what I got in the house.
Yeah, so what we have in the house. So of course, Jean-Luc, the recipe is in our cookbook. So if you have the winter 2025 cookbook, this is our last year's cookbook.
It's on page 26.
It's on page 26. So if you're looking for that specific
25, 26.
Yeah, so if you're looking for the recipe, if you want to make it yourself, that's where you go look for it. Jean-Luc is going to use some different things tonight because he doesn't have everything.
Well, because I was going through it, I'm like, I have a little bit of spinach. I don't have the 3 cups of spinach. I have broccoli. I'm going to use broccoli. I'm actually throwing carrots in it tonight. I actually am roasting some butternut squash and some asparagus for me because I'm going to add that to mine because Nick does not want that in his. He's just going to have carrots and broccoli and spinach, of course. Corn.
Corn.
Corn. Did I say it?
Cheers, everybody. As always, water. Whenever we drink water or we say the word corn, is now the in-house word or a signal for all of you to take a sip of water. So corn or us drinking water means you have to drink water with us.
So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to be shredding some carrots because I want the carrots to be shredded in my noodles this evening. And the noodles that we're using, we normally use our triangle noodles to make this. But as I was going through my pantry, I'm like, oh, look, I found other noodles. These are called udon noodles. I don't know if any of you have ever had these before. You might have seen them. They kind of have a look.
I love them.
They're kind of they're chewy, like there's texture.
I love chewy pasta, rigatoni, and lasagna noodles.
They have like I don't know, it's almost like eating chewy spaghetti, but we prefer them even more than the spaghetti noodles.
Yeah, we do.
These are great with pasta sauces as well, but when you're making a stir fry, they're really good. You know what I like about them too is they come in most times in packages.
We bought this at the Asian grocery store.
I don't think these are PC brands. I bought these at these are PC brand. I bought them at Loblaw.
I'm shocked.
I do buy them at the Asian grocery store, but they come in normally they come in packs little packs. So if you're a one person and you just want to have a little bit of noodles, and these noodles, just so that way you are aware of it, are made out of. I'll let Nick read it.
You won't be able to see that.
No, that's tiny.
It's made out of enriched wheat flour, water, glucose, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of stuff I don't know.
And we're not saying that these are...
So that's what we used tonight in ours. But again, we sometimes buy rice flakes. So they're called rice flakes. And they use triangle rice. We buy those at the Asian grocery store. They're very hard to find. So whenever we do find them, we buy about 10 bags because
we're gonna go find more because I don't think
it lasts a long time, but we just want to stock up because we don't see it often. Even the store sometimes we go to when we find it, sometimes the bin's empty because it's not always there. So that's one of our favorites. Today's day 53 of Kickstart, so we're pretty much at the halfway point.
We are
today at lunch was
2 days left.
Yeah, 52.5 was at lunch today. Today we're at the top of the mountain. So now we're on the upside. So if you track already so far, just keep going, do your best. If you haven't tracked, remember that is the tracker catch up. So if you've not tracked it all on Kickstart since the beginning, if you go to the website today and track today, tomorrow when I run the numbers, it'll catch up for you. So that means all your September and October will track for you. All you'll have to do is now catch up in November. So this is a new feature. So if you were just joined Kickstart or you hadn't tracked it all so far this fall because you weren't able to do it and you want to start now, you now have the ability to catch up your trackers by just submitting one day in November. By tomorrow, all of your October and September will caught up and you'll start just trying to track for November. We talked about that the other day, but I want to remind everybody because that's another thing we added to make things a little easier for people because, some people can't start in September. You want to start, when they're able to. And you know what? Kickstart's about meeting you guys when you guys need us.
And I'm
So
glad you mentioned that, hon. I think there's a lot of people misunderstanding in the sense that yes, we do have a day 1 to 105, but you can start Kickstart at any time that you really want to start something. You don't have to wait till the following season to actually
no,
start tracking.
I actually like right now I encourage people, if you have friends who are maybe interested in joining Kickstarter and they're not sure how it all works, I would say invite them now, tell them to join in the fall to just, start getting emails, learning how the website works, maybe start to think about their commitment so that when in January when they start, they can start with everybody else. And that's how we built Kickstart, right? We built it this way so that people can join at any time and we can then also, have seasons, have our sessions like we said, where we only have 90 days. For example, this Kickstart session is 105 days, with a beginning and end, because we found out from doing our previous P3 monthly that not having an ending is not a good thing. You have to strive for something. So that's why we have our seasons. So Kickstart Fall will be ending on January 4th, and Kickstart Winter starts January 5th. Registration is already open. We're already up to 137 people registered.
Wow, 137
137 already registered. So
That's phenomenal.
and we're only having up to 500 spots this time. We are limiting the registration process. That means that if you register, it's only the first 500 people who actually submit commitments that will be able to participate in Kickstart. So meaning if you are past that 500 mark, you will not be able to track. You just won't be able to do much of the stuff because there's only limited space, and that's as many people as we can have right now. So if you know someone's interested, or if you have not registered yet, you're in this chat room right now, and you're like, I haven't registered yet for winter. Just go to the dashboard. You'll see that when you scroll down on the dashboard on the main announcement section, it talks about Kickstart. It also shows you in your table at the top where it has your membership ID. It says if you're registered for spring or for fall and or winter. It tells you if you're registered. So go check and you'll know for sure if your spot's secured. But of course, if you're already a diamond member though, and you're not registered, don't worry. Diamond members, you guys are able to join no matter what. You guys are kind of grandfathered. So you've been tracking this whole time, and you're like, oh my god, I haven't registered. It's okay. You guys are fine. Most of you that I've registered already. So so that's just a few updates on your trackers. There's a question in chat about when we submit commitments for winter session. Your commitments will continue. So your commitments won't be erased. So the commitments you have in there now are the ones that are going to continue with you. So whenever you're ready to change your commitments, you're going to go resubmit the form and replace them whenever you're ready.
So if there's a commitment that you're still struggling with and that you haven't been able to really, feel that you've committed to it, you can keep it going.
Yeah.
While if there's a commitment that you're like, you know what, this commitment just wasn't what I needed right now, or it's not where my head wasn't working towards this commitment at this point in time, you can always take that one off and replace it with something else.
You want to talk about what you're doing right now?
Yeah. So basically, what I just did right now is I shredded some carrots, and I've added. I'm telling you, everybody, if we get like garlic sauces from other places, I use it. Why waste it, right? So we had a little bit of garlic sauce from our Greek restaurant that we love to order from. No, actually, it's from Jerusalem. And it's almost like the tune that we buy from Farm Boy. So I'm like, I use it because they make it fresh themselves.
You live in Toronto, have not ordered Jerusalem?
Order it. It's delicious. It's
FYI.
This is just garlic and oil that they use. And so I'm just frying my carrots in that with a little bit of salt, just a bit of salt and some pepper. And then I'm actually going to throw in some raw florets of broccoli as well. And I'm doing it raw because I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it just so that it steams. I want the broccoli. We like the broccoli to be crunchy. And as you cook it, it actually steams on its own. So if you pre-cook it too much sometimes, if I wanted to do it really quick, I would just have thrown it in the microwave in my steamer and then just add it afterwards. But I'm like, I can cook it perfectly along with everything else that I'm adding. Because guess what? There's natural water in all of these, right? So earlier on, I made some spring rolls this afternoon. And I had some spinach. I have some spinach, some corn, edamame and some turkey in there. So I'm adding this to that as well. I'm gonna stir that together. And this is basically gonna be the vegetable portion of our fiery noodle stir-fry. So this is what's so cool about this dinner is look how quick this is. This is like one of the quickest dinners, even more so because these noodles are ready to go. They just need to be heated up. They're pre-packaged, as we showed you, and they just need to be warmed up. And as they warm up, they actually become tender. You don't need to pre-boil them or anything like that, which is fantastic. We usually make this dinner with chicken. However, on Monday, I was in the freezer and
He pulled a turkey out.
I'm still doing it, guys. Look at this. I'm so proud of myself because I've been doing it weekly. I was so actually it's funny this week. I laughed because I was like, I printed this on Monday. We couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm like, where is this? I'm not going crazy. I knew I did it. I knew I did it.
Our weekly menu.
And you know what I like about this before, guys? And this is what my whole brain before is when I wrote it down, I thought, I can't switch anything. I have to follow it. But no, you know what's been great about it is if I need to switch things from one day to the next, I'm still following it. But maybe it's just I didn't think about it in advance saying, oh, we have a busy day on Tuesday. And what I decide to make on Tuesday takes way too much time. But I could flip that with what I was making on Wednesday because that recipe was quicker. So I love the fact that it's helped me organize myself that way. So ooh, look how green the broccoli is. You see that? I know, me too. Me too. So I'm actually gonna add a little bit more turkey because we have a lot of turkey. And I just shred it in there.
You good?
I'm good.
Awesome. So going back to where I was before. So yes, Kickstart winter registration is open. So please make it to the dashboard to register. I will post the link in chat right now for those of you watching in Zoom. So you guys can go do that. The other thing too is we have 63 diamond members today. So 63 people have been able to successfully submit all the trackers up to November 11th. Remember to go to the dashboard and check your little table at the top. It tells you which states you're missing. And then we will run the numbers. If you catch up on your trackers, we'll run your numbers and then everything will catch up and you'll be diamond again. So a few of you are missing 1 or 2 days. So if you just go to the dashboard, you'll see right now. Take it as your time to do it right now when you're at our show, have some water with us. Oh yeah. See, that catch up on your trackers when you're with us on our shows.
That's a great commitment, right? Is saying, okay, on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Sunday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
You know our schedule.
Yeah. Saying like you're remembering people, right?
Yeah.
So when on those days, add your tracker, add something to your tracker so your commitments on those days. And that way you're piggybacking like things, which is another technique that we recommend everybody to do.
This recipe is available in the winter 2025 cookbook.
It's also on the website.
It's also on the website. All you have to look for is look for the word noodle. Look for the word noodle in a search or fiery or stir fry. If you look for those words on the website, you'll be able to find this recipe and print it off. And you can also get it from our winter 2025 cookbook, which brings us to our newest cookbook, which just came out last week. So this is our winter 2026 cookbook. It just came out. It has 30 new recipes. So as always, every one of our cookbooks have 30 recipes each. So each of them are different books. There's never a repeated recipe, but we do refer previous books. So sometimes in this book, we'll say, oh, look for the marinara sauce recipe. We'll tell you, go in cookbook, winter blah. And that's why they're all named this way. So we can easily make you guys, you know me with organization. I want to make sure to find stuff easily. So if I ever have to say, oh, we're making this, oh, it's in winter 2025, page 62. So much easier than like, oh, it is. So that's why it's done like this. So anyways, this new book came out, and in it, I'll read off some of the recipes that are in this cookbook. So some new recipes like rice paper croissants. There's also Jean-Luc's chicken bites, his lasagna, Jean-Luc's lasagna, a meatball sandwich, a quinoa stir fry, his root vegetable poutine, for those of you who like poutine like I do, turkey turnovers, chicken pot pies in there. pesto, creamy chickpea pesto, so pesto sauce made with chickpeas, garlic paste, so homemade garlic paste, quinoa risotto, quinoa tots, red lentil wraps, so creating your own wraps yourself using red lentils. So many more. So there's 30 recipes in this book. It's available on our website. So I'll share the link for those of you who are watching on other platforms. Just go to jeanlucandnick.com/books, BOOKS, and you'll be able to find all of our books. And if you're trying to register for Kickstart, go to jeanlucandnick.com/kickstart, KickStart, and you'll be able to register for either or. And for those of you in thing, once Jean-Luc is out of my way, I will be able to submit the links to you guys in chat, but I can't at the moment because it's in my way.
This way, that way.
Yeah, but I need to be in the center.
No, but the TV should have been moved this way more. So that way, because last week you were not in my drawer way at all, and I was able to get in and out of the drawer, and I was like, I'm in heaven.
It's making sure.
So I'm now making the fiery noodle sauce. Okay, so the fiery noodle sauce consists of any type of nut butter. It could be peanut butter that you have. We have almond butter today. Our favorite nut butter is the Walmart nut butter. And it's a mixture of nuts, but I don't have any of that, so I have this nut butter here. You could use peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, it does not matter. 2 tablespoons of that. And we're also going to use this, I never pronounce it correctly, but it's gochujang, I believe it is. Gochujang. Did I say it correctly? Well,
so if you don't like spicy, skip this.
It's a spicy bean paste.
Yeah, it's very spicy. I love it.
It has a kick to it, and it's fermented. It's so yummy though. It has like a nice little. I can't even explain the flavor. I can't explain the flavor, but we love it, especially when it's mixed with the peanut butter and then the broth. There's going to be a little bit of chicken broth in there just to thin out to make it more of a sauce. And then some garlic and some spices and a soy sauce, of course, or tamari. It's funny, as we were going through the cookbook, one of the... Oh, sorry, hon. It's your shoulder.
Yes.
Yeah. As we were going through the cookbook and someone was helping us with the recipes, I had put down tamari, or this is Bragg's, it's liquid aminos. It goes from there's many different names. What? It should be in one of the drawers. Why? I think it's in the top drawer here, I believe. I haven't seen it. That's right. Yeah, okay. And someone thought when I put tamari in the recipe book, they thought we were talking about turmeric. And I was like, no, it's tamari. Or tamarind. They're like, they thought it was tamarind. You're right. I was like, no, it's tamari. It is tamari. I found the recipe on the dashboard. Yay!
So to answer, there was another question from Steph about the books. So other than the cookbooks, at that link as well, we have our Kickstart winter books. There's 3 possible books. These are all optional. You do not need to get them, but we found that most of our members seem to find that these books really keep them on track. So there's 3 books that we have. This is our fall, but this is the orientation guide. So the orientation guys, if you're new to Kickstart, you've never done the entire program before, you just joined us, use this to get you started. There's then the journal, which is it has every single day of Kickstart. So for winter, it'll be all 91 days. So you can track each day individually. So if you're a journaler, someone who's really likes writing notes down or what you're eating every day, this is for you. And then the third version, which is the one Jean-Luc and I get because we are not journalers, it's a weekly tracker. So this is our newest book. It just came out in the fall, and this is the second time we're doing it. So this book has your weekly checklist. So you actually get to write down all your commitments and still track them during the week, as well as your measurements. And then it also has your daily QR code, so you can actually access the dashboard quicker. So this is a condensed book. It has all of it together in one. So this way, for those of you like Jean-Luc and I, like this is Jean-Luc's journal from this, and it's a lot of wasted pages for us. We don't track. We're not journalers. So we created this book for people like us who are not.
We're trackers.
We're trackers, not journalers. So we use this now to track, just so we get our commitments,
and it's funny that, because you know what, we realized this recently, because back in the day we always say, oh my god, we hate to track. No, we actually don't mind tracking. The journaling part of tracking to us is what
checkboxes work for us.
But if it's a checkbox saying, yeah, I got it done, we have no issues with that.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting because when we were doing WW back in the day, we always said, "Oh my god, we hate tracking." But it's funny. There were certain parts of it that we didn't mind, but it was like the writing things out.
We made our tracking that's this.
Oh yeah.
It was basically breakfast, check,
Yeah.
6 points. That's how we used to do. We didn't actually
And
we never tracked our points individually when we did Weight Watchers. It was all quick tracking, right? And this is what Kickstart kind of we built that kind of quickness in what we're doing now.
we're not saying that our way is the best way of doing it. No, but this is what works for us. And
Yeah.
we really think that it's so important that every single person out there starts looking at what they're doing to make things work for them instead of against them.
So we are heading to Jamaica in December. We have heard the final news, and we are heading to Jamaica on the 2nd. So we will be away for 7 days. So during that week, there will be no shows. But there'll still be stuff happening on the dashboard every day, like there's always been. So that's what's fun about having a dashboard now, is that when we're away, you guys still have activities and things to do, and we're still somewhat around and able to, still check in some ways every day by seeing your comments.
You'll still see us. We'll be going live.
Yeah. We also have a bunch of trips happening next year. We have our trip to Ireland, which now actually today was 2 spots opened. 1 room opened up today for cancellation. So if you're interested in Ireland and you didn't submit your name before, you want to come to Ireland and April with us next year, let us just go to jeanluc.com/Ireland, and you'll see the details and be able to submit your info. We're also going to Iceland in July, so if you want to come to Iceland on a cruise with us around the Iceland, I can't wait to see the glacier. I'm hoping I can see one like, oh look, it's a big ice cube over there. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to say that on the video, like, look, I saw my big ice cube, And so we're doing that in July next year. And we're also doing a bunch of Rustic Mama retreats. Just go to our website, look under the upcoming events section on your dashboard. We're on a main website page, and you'll see there everything that we have happening next year. And we're so happy to have all these options because, back in the day, people would always say to us, "Oh, I want to go on a trip with you guys. I want to do this with you guys." And, it was very hard to be able to meet all the different types of trips. So now by doing Rustic Mamas, doing all-inclusive trips, doing bus tours, we're kind of hitting all these different angles. So if you ever feel like you want to come hang out with us, just come to one of these things or one of the events that we're going to organize next year, which we're going to be starting to work on soon. So stay tuned for more information on that coming next year. So want to keep catching up on the cooking, honey?
Yeah, so I actually just made my sauce. I added all the ingredients, the gochujang, the soy sauce, the tamari or liquid aminos, as well as some a 1/4 cup of broth. And I play it by ear, like as I'm going to be making it, because I normally don't make it with these noodles, right? I'm normally making it with the other noodles, and they don't smell like anything. It's like I had to smell it because they're just such a weird, like they're so gelatinous when you first start with them. And you said you want me to make them all the time?
Yeah, because we'll have leftovers for lunch
I'll
tomorrow.
do the leftovers for lunch.
We don't have them now, but it'll be done.
Very true. Very true.
We do. It's called efficiencies.
Exactly. So I'm just gonna lay these into the frying pan, and I'm gonna slowly get them to work. You know how I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna slowly do it with a little bit of broth that I have here, just to loosen them up because they are they are pretty congealed right now. You don't want them to stay congealed, right? You want the noodles to loosen up a little bit. I've done it before where I've run them underwater. I've done it before where I boiled them. Like these don't need, you don't need to. They are ready to go in your stir fry as you go. But I kind of don't I don't want them to break up too much.
He doesn't want them to break up. Bye.
Yeah, because I like them in the dangly noodle form. I don't know why. The dangly noodle form.
I'm such a. I can go say many different things about that comment.
The dangly noodle form. Shut up.
But I will not make a comment because we are on YouTube.
We're on TV.
We're on TV.
We're on TV. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna get that to simmer a little bit and get some steam in there so those noodles start to loosen up. And then after that, I'm gonna add my sauce to my actual noodles. I don't add it to the vegetables because I find when I add it to the vegetables, it gets soggy. And I want the noodles to absorb the sauce and the veggies just to be part of the meal because the veggies have been seasoned and the noodles are only being seasoned by the sauce. So then when you join both of them together, you get both of those flavors. It's just not one big mixture together.
I know it might sound silly to you, but I eat with him every day, and his food's amazing. So I would just listen to what he says.
It's flavor combinations. It's flavor.
Just like he no longer puts broccoli at the same time.
No, I don't.
Like he's learned all the different like techniques to make sure my broccoli's not too mushy. This is not too this. So he's learned, all the tricks of the trade.
We don't like mushy anything.
No, we don't like mushy vegetables. I like still some al dente, some bite in my. When I'm shooting my broccoli, I like the. I don't like eating raw broccoli, and I don't like mushy broccoli. But that spot when it goes from hard to mushy,
It's also
that bright green spot.
it's that bright green.
That's the perfect spot. That's the way. That's where you want it.
As
That's
soon as your broccoli is bright green, it's ready. Don't cook it anymore because as soon as it's that, and it's that there's an exact moment.
Yeah.
Because it goes from bright green to brown.
Yeah. And it's so funny. I remember being a kid, and I always say this. I'm so fussy. And all the commercials when I was a kid, there's always kids that want to eat broccoli. I'm like, see, I'm not that bad. At least I eat broccoli. Because I loved broccoli. So I was like, I'm not that bad. I'm not that fussy. I at least eat broccoli. These kids don't. Um, and we love this stir fry. We have it often because
It's easy.
it's
Like
easy.
look how quick it
It's
is.
easy to make. And not just that, it combines a lot of vegetables. And when we're trying to, one of the things that we've tried not to do in any.
Hey, I've been proud of us. Okay, I have literally been proud. I'm not saying we are right now eating the best foods that we can be eating, but this week.
You want to see the snack drawer?
Well, we have people coming over this weekend as well, so we're busy.
You want to see the snack drawer? I won't show you the snack.
But
I will say it's overflowing.
It's overflowing. I never know what to buy. I'm terrible.
I'm still going. I bought stuff. I said
bought
too
too
much
much.
as I'm like Mary Poppinsing stuff. I'm like, my God, how many bags are in here?
Bought too much.
But we do have guests coming over this weekend. We have
Working weekend.
We're working. Yeah, having a working weekend.
Yeah.
The ladies from Rustic Mama are Jen and Heather coming over, and we're actually going to be helping with planning for next year. So we're going to help with organizing some of the things and talking about the upcoming trip to Jamaica and all that fun stuff. So we have people coming over. So Jean-Luc had to get some things,
And well, I wasn't even
the
going.
whole store.
I wasn't even going with that. The actual thing that I was
That's
proud
great.
of is on Tuesday, both of us were off because it was Remembrance Day here in Canada and Veterans Day in the US. And I woke up that morning going, oh my God, I want pizza. I want pizza. Let's order pizza. I want pizza. And I went, no, I'm not ordering pizza. I'm not ordering pizza. I have pepperoni in my fridge. I have 2-ingredient dough at the tip of my fingers. I have pizza sauce. I have cheese. I have everything I need to make pizza. I have pineapple. I have green olives. I have all the ingredients that I like to make pizza. Why am I ordering pizza? So I made us pizza for lunch.
It was so good.
And I was so proud because I'm like, you know what? It could have been just as easy for me to actually dial the number, and I didn't dial the number. I actually made it myself.
Even tonight, not tonight, yesterday, right? It was yesterday at one point I even suggested, you're like, no, it's okay.
What was it? Oh, the hot chicken sandwich night, because I made turkey on Monday.
It's been a turkey week, everybody.
And it was that night, that same night when I made the pizza. He goes, "Do you just want to order like Jerusalem or Greek?" And I said, "No." I said, "I made a turkey on Monday to have it all week, to eat turkey throughout the week. Hot turkey sandwiches. I made some spring rolls with some of the turkey. I'm making chicken bombs tomorrow with they're gonna be turkey bombs.
Chicken bombs?
They're gonna be turkey bombs tomorrow.
You should probably save that recipe as a turkey leftover bomb.
Yeah, I'll see what I
turkey dinner bomb. Dinner bomb.
And when he asked me to go to do carryout, I'm like, no, we had already ordered one day already this week. I'm like, I don't want to do it again.
We ordered this week?
Yeah, we ordered Chinese food at one point.
Chinese?
Oh, maybe that was on was that? I don't remember which day that was.
Someday. At one point we ordered something.
Yeah.
Hey, we're honest, everybody. We're you know what I mean? We're normally at this time of the year we'd just be hibernating. We would disappear on you guys and just, not do anything at all. And do we usually food process ground your cooked turkey? No.
No, this is actually actual real I'm shredding the turkey.
Yeah, he bought turkey breast.
If you want, and I'm telling you, we buy because it's just the two of us. Nick doesn't eat any dark meat. Nick only eats white meat. So to buy a huge turkey for the two of us and me
I
eat
can't
only
start
the dark meat, that's just too much. But President's Choice has a butter infused stuffed, pre-stuffed turkey, like just the breasts. There's no wings, there's no legs, and it is
amazing.
like I can't even like for us to go to buy a turkey and put the stuffing in it and like
It's a bit more expensive, but
yeah,
you're
it's a little
not
bit more
not
expensive. We know it's
wasting.
infused with butter.
Yeah,
And it's probably not, but you know what? I don't care. That's how I like it. I'm gonna have my turkey, and not only that, we don't eat the skin, so I remove the
yeah, we
skin,
don't eat skin.
right?
That's something I've never eaten. Thank God. Can you imagine that on top of everything else I ate? I never like the skin. But yeah, so we're not doing the best, but we're not doing nothing. And I think that's kind of what we want to relay to everyone who's watching. If you're watching right now tonight, or if you're watching later, if you're watching this on a replay, um, you being either able to do your commitments this fall or not at all, you being able to come to our shows or not, you being able to even log on to the website right now because of what life has thrown at you, it's okay. We've changed Kickstart to be here when you're needing it. So we're not here just, we're here whenever you guys need us. So if you're struggling like we are right now, we're not struggling mentally, we're just struggling in wanting. We're struggling in wanting to start because we're just enjoying hibernating because it's so cold and it's dark, and all I want to do is sit on the couch and watch Beverly Hills 90210. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do. We just want to sit down and watch TV and just hibernate right now. It's just.
Making excuses. We know we are.
I know.
We know we can do it. The thing is there is a thing that we want. You want when you want to do it. There's a big difference there.
But at least we're not just shutting down
and what we're saying is that we don't. It's not that we don't want to do it. We're just needing to revigorate our want again.
Yeah.
And we maybe need to look at our why. Why do we want to do this? What do we what?
Well, I know why. I already have my why. It's just I already know I want to start. I want to focus more. It's just that I wake up every day going, "Oh, still looks crappy out there. Oh, I'll start tomorrow." And I'm not sure I'm not the only one out there that's feeling like this. And that's why I'm saying it. And we're both in the same headspace. Like sometimes, if one of us is all gung ho and the other one's not, it'll bring,
it
the
really
other one.
suck when you're not both on
We're
the
both
same.
we're both on the same, like we're
Yeah,
both
both on the-
exhausted and just want to veg right now and relax. But we know we'll get our pep back because it always happens. It's just this is the time of year. But like I said, we're here though. We still have shows for the next few weeks. We do have next. What? Sorry, go ahead.
No, keep finishing. And then...
So we do have shows coming up in the next 2 weeks. We do have a weird schedule for the next little while. So for this Sunday we do have a show. Let me get the information. So
as he does that, I'm gonna come back to my noodles real quick. So I've already got the noodles ready. Look at this. I added the sauce. Look how cool these noodles. Did you guys get a good shot of that yet?
Yeah. Just look on the.
It's hard for me to see. Thank you. So look at how great these noodles look. And I added my sauce to these noodles. So the noodles have the flavor of the sauce. And then I'm going to take my stir fry and then add this afterwards. So that way the stir fry still gets the flavor of the sauce, but it's not just being drenched by the sauce. Because that's what I find a lot of times is when you add your sauce to everything, it just gets very soupy. Yeah, and it gets very wet. Like it just gets very wet. By doing it this way, your vegetables don't get as I'm gonna use the word moist. I said it. I know not everybody likes that word, but we'll just stir it together. And voila, dinner's ready.
So on that note, as we end the live feed, I'll just share our schedule for the upcoming few weeks. So this Sunday, we do have a live chat. We're going to be talking about celebrating breakthroughs. So this last Sunday, we talked about making some changes. We challenged you guys to try something new this week. Committing to something for yourselves this week. And so we are going to look at those at the end of the week and see what successes and what breakthroughs have happened this week with doing this exercise. And then next Tuesday, we have our guest speaker, our friend Tracy Franklin, is coming to talk to you guys about premenopause, menopause, and everything in between. So basically the whole session is understanding menopause from hot flashes to happiness. So she's going to come talk to you guys about that next Tuesday. And this is free. So if you have other friends who are maybe interested in this topic, share them the link. Tell them to just go to our website and register. Anybody can join at any time. It's a free show, so anybody can watch. And then next Thursday, we have no cooking show. You're not here, as well as the Sunday after. So we are off for 2 shows. We're going to be away. And then we are back the following Tuesday on November 25th with a community chat with the 2 of us about finding balance in busy times. So that's the schedule for the next few weeks. And if you look on the dashboard and go to the chat section, you'll be able to see all these and register ahead of time to get the Zoom link sent to you via email. Are you ready to taste it?
I am. And I don't have any
Don't have any what?
sesame seeds, because normally I like to throw sesame seeds on top. But you know what I'm gonna do? Sprinkle a little bit of everything but the bagel seasoning on top. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Who says I can't, right? There we go. That's me. That's you.
Voila!
Noodles. Fiery.
I'll remove
Easy.
here.
Quick.
So there we go. So let's try it. The cats have been so good since we started. We're trying to teach them not to have to put them away.
Those vegetables were all cooked previously in the same frying pan. I cooked the carrots and the broccoli in the frying pan and just slowly cooked them. And then added, like I would have done my spinach as well, my corn, all in the frying pan.
This is really good.
Added the turkey or chicken as well. Took that out, then made my noodles, and then re-added my vegetables afterwards once the noodles were ready.
So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's cooking segment, and we'll be seeing you guys again on Sunday for our Sunday chat. For those of you who are heading away this weekend, have a good weekend away. If you're staying home, have a good weekend at home. We're excited to be home and to be inviting friends over. We're gonna have some fun and do some planning, get ready for 2026. And we'll see you all on Sunday night. See you later.
Everybody. Well, that's yummy.
It is really yummy.
Also,